Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, Autumn and the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love for Sagittarius. It is general, so it might not resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Maybe there's some portion of the message here that's intended for you. But if it doesn't resonate, don't try to force it on yourself. It's just not your message, and that's okay. We're going to start here with the Moonology Oracle deck. I'm trying to get an overall, the overall energy of this connection. I'm so sorry. My kids just ran past. They're so loud. I watched one of my videos yesterday and I was surprised at how very clear it is they are in the background, but sorry about that. Can I please get a card here for Sagittarius? Nothing is yet set in stone, Sagittarius. And a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Wow. I'm going to read both of these cards from the book so that you can have a better understanding of their meaning. Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, there it was. Mutable is all about change. That's what it says. It says mutable moon on it. Sorry. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even. That something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuvering. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there's also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, I didn't see it. This book doesn't have a, what is it, glossary? It doesn't have any way for you to, then the cards aren't numbered, so you have to just guess. You have to look at, there we go. A fiery climax approaches. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me, me, me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself. Which means that I'm not laughing at you. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my kids screaming in the background. Really, truly, when I'm doing readings, I kind of zone them out, because they're just playing, and so you get used to it when you hear it all the time, But as a viewer of the video, I wonder how bad that seems when my kids are just randomly screaming. But okay. Accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. So, based off of these two cards here, it looks like there's some drama here, and possibly you've been maybe a little harsh, or what's like the like the ram here. Just, I don't know, you just see them charging, and butting their head up against something. And so maybe you've been just a little bit too, whatever that is, Controlling came to mind possibly, but not necessarily. I'm just saying, but it's not over, nothing's set. You could still acknowledge the situation and take a step back and approach it at a different way. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot now. See how you feel about this person and how they feel about you. This deck here is called Heaven and Earth. Can I get 3 cards for how Sagittarius feels about the person they're connecting with, please? How does Sagittarius feel? We have the 2 of Swords, which is indecision. Indecision. There's something here you either don't want to look at, or you're not looking. You can't figure out how to address it with that indecision card there. Can I get 2 more cards, please, for how Sagittarius feels about this person? It could mean that you're unsure about them, but it's possibly just some aspect of the connection that you're unsure about. We also get the 6 of Swords here, which is wanting to return to clear and calm waters, you know. Maybe there's sometimes it's about truth, you know, bringing truth to light and allowing that truth to calm things. And sometimes it's about using logic to stable our emotions, because in the 6 of Swords, we're in a boat on water, and the water represents our emotions, and things are rocky and out of control, and you really just want to move to when things are stable, you know, move to things being calm, maybe again, or maybe for the first time, but that definitely aligns with what's coming up here. And the Hanged Man, yeah, see, it's you feel with that 2 of Swords and the Hanged Man coming out here, you feel like you don't know how, like you can't see and you don't know how to get back to this stability or get to this clear open water with them. It's almost feeling a little bit, you just feel, it's almost hopeless, but not exactly. Just definitely uncertain how to proceed. With that 2 of Swords there, though, sometimes that indicates that you know the answer. You do. Because she's wearing a blindfold. She's blocking her vision, so she can't see the choices. She can't see them because she doesn't want to make the choice. And that often indicates that you already know the answer. You know what choice you'd make. You know what choice you should make, what choice is right, what choice your heart is telling you to make. But you don't want to, so you put that blindfold on and you hold those swords up in front of you. It's like a shield, like, I'm not doing it. Let's take a look at this person. How does this person connecting with Sagittarius feel about them? How does this person feel about Sagittarius? How does this person feel? Can we get 3 cards? I paused the video just then because my son came to the door, and then right when I unpause it, the other one yells. That's just perfect timing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. For real, it's okay. I'm so sorry about that. I clearly need to buy some editing software because I wish I could go back and erase that, but I can't. I don't like to start over because I like to honor the message that's come through so far, you know, so I don't want to start again or something. There's a message that has come across and I want to honor that message and I want to continue that message. I take this seriously, I swear. I'm sorry, but hopefully some of you watching have children and understand. Can I please get 3 cards for how this person feels about Sagittarius, please? How does this person feel? The King of Pentacles is what comes out. And that's promising. The King of Pentacles is somebody who really wants to, I'm sorry, I don't know if I held that up for you to see. It's the King of Pentacles. It's somebody who's feeling very nurturing towards you, you know, and protective and towards this connection. It's, I want to take care of you kind of energy. And the King of Pentacles is also, excuse me, is also like stable energy. You know, it's about wanting to be committed to somebody. We also get the Nine of Cups, and this particular Nine of Cups, I got this yesterday in the Taurus reading, and I don't know why. I know that Nine of Cups represents wish fulfillment, but looking at all of these cups like spread out, it's like every single wish fulfilled. And that's kind of how they feel about you. They feel like you are all of their wishes fulfilled. That's a tremendous thing. That's massive. That's really quite um it's interesting to see this like commitment and this like feeling like your dream come true on their side when there's conflict on your side and you feel like things are unstable. Can we get one more card for how this person feels about Sagittarius, please? One more card. Oh. Can we please get one more card? Thank you. The Queen of Cups. And that's love and compassion. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here. That's just protection, you know, stability, love, compassion, understanding, generosity from both of them, from both of these energies. And yeah, I mean, this person, they feel quite positive towards you. They feel, I mean, if I were on this side over here, and this is how somebody felt about me, this would be awesome, okay? They feel so much about, they feel so much for you, and it's also positive and really quite stable, okay? The King of Pentacles, I didn't mention, that's Earth energy, so that is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And the Queen of Cups is water, so that's Pisces, Cancer, and Gemini. But let's go ahead and clarify these cards real quick. We're going to start with you over there. It almost feels like the conflict is just on your side and not on their side. Almost. I wonder what this conflict is for you. It seems almost, excuse me, I suddenly had something in my throat there, but it seems almost like they would bend for you. I mean, considering how they feel about you, like you could, I see like a ram butting its head into like Play-Doh, you know, they would mold around you like whatever you need. It's almost like it's almost like that energy, that like charging in energy is like not necessary. It's just not necessary because they would just mold around you. They'll just like, do you know what I mean? And so it seems like it just feels unnecessary. So I'm not sure why you're feeling like there's trouble here. Like the peace needs to be brought back to the situation. I don't know. Let's go ahead and clarify. Can we take a look at the Two of Swords? It's interesting. Please clarify the Two of Swords, please. I'm going to point out what I saw in just a second. I want to clarify the Two of Swords first, though. Please clarify the Two of Swords for me. Okay, we get the Judgment and the Sun. Wow. Okay, the Judgment is acceptance, okay, and releasing ourselves from all those things that hold us back, you know, from the negative, from the fears, from the guilt, from hurt, all of those things that hold us back, that stop us from moving forward in a connection or even just in life. It's a release of those things and it sets you free. It's like a rebirth of a phoenix, like burns down to ashes and then it's born new again. And it's clear of all of those things that were weighing it down. And it really is about rebirth. And this can be a reconciliation card if that resonates for the situation. But the sun, I mean, that's just happiness, it's joy. And I mean, it's fire. It's that spark, it's that passion, and it also represents truth. There's just so much positivity in the sun card. It's the happiest card in the deck. Paired with this is the judgment card is my favorite card possibly in the deck. I love the judgment card. But I find it interesting. So what I saw here when I was looking at this Two of Swords here is it says peace down here. And when I read it before in the past when I've looked at this card, I always thought you're at peace because you're not seeing the choice, like if like you're not acknowledging that the choice exists, and because of that you're at peace, because you're like it's a piece of it's like an oblivious kind of energy. And so that's why you're at peace, because you don't see that there's really conflict there. And I don't think that's what's here, but that's what I often see when I look at this card. But it says peace, and it's almost like um, and I thought for a second, maybe you're not making a choice because you're trying to keep the peace. And I don't know what the choice is. I don't know what this Two of Swords represents to you, you know, but tied to this Two of Swords, this like indecision is this release and joy, letting go of the past. And maybe there was a choice that you had. Maybe there's a choice that you had that you need to let go of, you know maybe there is a choice that you shouldn't be making. I really just never see this card this way, um, but perhaps that's what's happening here. Like there's some choice you shouldn't make, and you need to let it go with that judgment, because judgment is just about releasing. Um, Possibly. I hope that resonates for you. It is possible that you can't figure out how to let something go. And that's what the indecision is about. But you recognize if you let it go, it would lead you to happiness. It would lead you to this joy, to this sunlight energy, you know? It is possible. So if that resonates for you, then, let's take a look at the Six of Swords here. Please clarify the Six of Swords. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Please clarify the Six of Swords. We get the Ten of Wands, which is feeling weighted down by something. And I think I mentioned before with the Six of Swords here, we're on a boat surrounded by water, which represents our emotions. And we're wanting to use logic. We're wanting to use truth possibly to move ourselves forward into clear, open, and calm waters. And right now you're feeling this Ten of Wands, which is your emotions are heavy. They're heavy, and they are causing all this turmoil. They're causing the water to be rough, and you're wanting to get out of this feeling of just kind of burdened by emotions, like burdened by by how you feel, and trying to figure it out maybe, and trying to balance it all. Just that whole aspect of it is overwhelming. You're overwhelmed and you want to get out from underneath it, underneath the weight of all of that, and move to a place where things are just easy again. Let's clarify this Hanged Man, please. Please clarify the Hanged Man. We get the 10 of Cups, which is peace. Like, this is the feeling of peace and feeling at home with someone, feeling like you can express yourself emotionally and they can express themselves emotionally, and all of it's okay and all of it's accepted, and just feeling so comfortable with someone. It's peace. There are really, really 3 cards here on your side that indicate that what you want is peace in this situation. That 2 of Swords, which says peace on it, and this 6 of Swords and this 10 of Cups, they're all they're all peace. They all represent like getting to or being in a state of peace. I mean, the 2 of Swords does it normally, like I said, for me, but it says peace on the card. And that, I feel, stands out to me. It feels like you just really want things to be calm and peaceful. And whatever's happened here, it feels like it's really just emotional. It's based in emotions, okay? Like all of the turmoil, all of the, like this fiery climax, it indicated that there was, like a challenge, there was, a harshness, but possibly it's just, I'm thinking of like heat being like boiling water, just like so much being fed into those emotions that the water is just like, boiling. And so it feels like the situation here has been like, whatever this is referring to and whatever you're going through over here is really emotion based, because this person over here, they don't look like they're not at peace. Okay. This person looks like they understand where they are and how they feel. So it really feels like it's just on your side here, but you're hung up. You don't know, you feel like you're stuck, okay? And you want this 10 of Cups. You want to get to this peace and this feeling at home. And this Knight of Swords is you wanting to charge for it, but you're not. You're trapped. And perhaps, like the cards here say, it's just the way you're looking at it. It's just the way that you're approaching the situation. However, whatever like dire way you're seeing it, it doesn't have to be that way. It can be easy. It can be simple. We complicate things ourselves, I don't know. I hope that resonates for you. That's what I'm getting off of this, and I hope it resonates for you. Let's take a look at them. King of Pentacles, please. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Oh, the cards they just got messy. Oh, wow. Okay, so we get the King of Pentacles there, and that's clarified by the Four of Pentacles first. And the Four of Pentacles, I mean, you see her, she's holding tightly to that pentacle. It means a lot to her. And she's holding on to it. And that is this person holding on to you, okay? But there has been conflict. This Five of Wands is coming up. There's been some kind of conflict. And this could be a conflict. It's not internal. It's not within them. It's outside of them. So this could be a fight with you, or it could be something outside of your connection that is influencing it, Could be friends, being negative towards the other person, or it could be competition of some kind, but there has been some kind of conflict. And this person over here is coming across as, I mean, now they're being kind of the Queen of Swords because they the Queen of Swords is somebody who's been hurt, okay? And so they're trying to be logical, and they want to make sure that they want to move forward in the connection, you know. It normally in the Queen of Swords, she's holding out one hand and holding the sword in the other, and she's like, please take my hand, you know. I want to offer it to you. I want to offer this opportunity, this chance together, okay? But I do have the sword, and I will use it if I have to. So like, don't like, don't step out of line. And it sounds kind of harsh, okay, but they're being kind of protective. Something has hurt them, and so they need to be a little protective of themselves. So it's possible, I guess, it's possible that what's happening here is they actually feel this King of Pentacles very protective of not just themselves. This is how they feel about you. They feel about the connection. They feel protective of you. They feel protective of the connection. They want to nurture it. They want it to grow. But there was some conflict, and they don't want it to happen again, okay? Whatever that conflict was, they want it gone with this Queen of Swords. And so they might be coming across kind of chilly to you, kind of icy, because they don't want to see this again. They don't. And so they're kind of like requesting that in a way, but they're not letting go. They're holding on. This connection means a lot to them, and they're not going to let it go. They just feel the need to be a little bit firm right at this moment, which is odd because I really do. Based off of how they feel, like how they really feel, they really just want to give in to you. I feel like they want to, but I mean, at some point, apply enough heat and the clay turns to a pot, right? I mean, it hardens. And so I guess if you just keep beating at it with that with the fire of your energy, then at some point they're going to harden into that solid shape. But they seem so, they don't want to be that way. They don't. Let's take a look at this Nine of Cups, please. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Okay, we get the Moon, the Fool, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Moon it can represent fears, but this is Pisces energy. You might be dealing with Pisces. Oh, the Sun is Leo. That's your energy. No, Sagittarius, sorry. The Leo video was before this, but Sun, that's Leo energy, so you might be dealing with the Leo. And the Fool is Aries energy, which is a new beginning. Yeah. So I feel like what this is saying here is you really are everything that they believe you to be. They feel that you are everything that they could want. Okay, you're every wish fulfilled for them. And this Moon energy it can represent fears, but I really think that they're hiding something. And this Fool energy is wanting a new beginning. And that's possibly what they're hiding, this desire for this new beginning with you. And the Four of Cups here, possibly what happened is that it hasn't started the way that they wanted it to. You know, things haven't been progressing the way that they want it to. They hope that it would. I mean, I guess it's possible that they have fear that it won't go the way that they want it to, or that they'll be unhappy. The Four of Cups can represent like being rejected, or it can represent being disappointed. But normally the card looks different, and I like to apply the appearance of the artwork of the card to the meaning, because I pick a deck based off of what I feel is appropriate for this week. And so I do think the artwork plays a role. And in this particular card here, I mean, she's thinking, look at her, she's got her, I mean, and these cups are all above her head, and some of them are pouring out, and it's like um, some things aren't as great as they should be, and some things are as great as you want them to be, but it's not all perfect, which, that's fine, that happens. But it's possible that they have fear that a new beginning wouldn't work out as well as they wanted to. And like they might be struggling with that fear right now. Either that or they're hiding that they want a new beginning. Okay. And they're disappointed that it hasn't happened. However, that resonates for you, because it might be different for different people watching the video here. The overall is that they really do. They feel like you're fantastic, you're just glowing and wonderful. Um, and whether they're hiding this hope or hiding a fear, um, like these cards up here have indicated, part of why they'd be feeling this way is because of the way that you've been approaching the situation. And I feel bad because I feel like I'm like attacking a Sagittarius. I really hope you don't feel that way, because I'm not. I'm just saying that these cards indicate that the approach hasn't been the best approach, And if you are really interested in this connection, this person is really interested in it. I really believe that they want to be whatever what they want it to be, whatever you want it to be. They want to be whatever you want them to be. Like, that's what kind of energy is coming off of here. And so if they're coming across as cold, and if they're coming across as like quiet and maybe disappointed, it's not because they feel that way about you. It's just what's happening in the situation right now is causing them to respond in that way. If that makes sense to you, can we please clarify the Queen of Cups? Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Well, please clarify the Queen of Cups. Okay. We have the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, the Magician, and the Five of Swords. That's a lot of cards to come out. But again, I mean, the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, to clarify the Queen of Cups, that's just even more confirmation that this person feels very strong connection with you. That Lover's energy, this is Gemini, by the way, so you might be dealing with a Gemini. But, and the Queen of Cups is just like double confirmation. I can't believe I just said that. But that's what it is. Like, it's, there's so much love here, and they really feel like this connection is important. And it's I mean, this is soulmate energy, feeling really like you're supposed to be with someone, and feeling like they're supposed to be a part of your life. They know, they understand, they recognize that this connection is important to their life, and that it's been brought here, like this connection has been created for them to learn and to grow. But this is really a strong sense of love, and coupled with the Queen of Cups, again, it's Queen of Cups right there. That's just so much compassion and love. And these cards here are confusing because they've really gone within here and are trying to like listen to themselves. With the Hermit card, that's really going within. Both of these, by the way, this is Virgo energy, and the Magician is Virgo and Gemini energy. But this is really going within with the Hermit. It's kind of, withdrawing, maybe isolating themselves a little, okay? And they're manifesting something with the Magician energy here. But with the Five of Swords, this isn't, this energy here is not, look at her. It's not great energy, and I don't see why they would be manifesting conflict. But with the Five of Swords, it's like, I'm going to win, at whatever cost. That's what is coming across right now. With the Five of Swords, they have won, and they did it in such a way that they weren't true to themselves, and um, they weren't true to the person that they're connecting with. They're not they like break the rules to win is kind of how it is. And it feels like the Hermit, like I said, is going within and listening to their inner. They look very peaceful, don't they? But when you attach the Magician and the Five of Swords to it, that just makes me uncomfortable, okay? I'm a little uncomfortable with this combination right here. Who would manifest conflict? But this is like internal conflict. This isn't even like conflict with you. This is conflict within themselves. It's like they're creating this conflict. Out of fear possibly, but it seems odd that they'd be starting here, starting with the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the Hermit. This is all very happy. It's all very positive energy, peaceful energy, okay? And even the Magician is really great energy. But following up with that Five of Swords, maybe let me look at this real quick. Maybe I'm looking at the Five of Swords wrong. Give me a second here. You know, it could be that they are experiencing this mental conflict. This Five of Swords is what's happening within them right now. And so they're trying to manifest a brighter future. They're trying to manifest something here, but they're, sorry to pause, because they came back over here with their they're just, it's two boys, and one is 5 and the other is 8, and they like to just play like they're having war with they're superheroes always, or something along those lines, and they're always fighting something. So there's always screaming and stuff. It must sound so terrifying to viewers. I'm so sorry, truly. But it's almost like there's this conflict within them, and they can't figure out what it is that they want. With the Five of Swords. Gosh, she just looks so mad. She looks so angry, doesn't she? And these two swords are broken. And in this deck, there's often like broken wands and broken swords. I find it very interesting. The only thing that makes sense to me here is that they are conflicted inside. That this is what this represents, is like they don't know how to manifest what they want. They don't even know how to clearly pick what they want. I really feel like this is based off of what's happening between the two of you, because really their emotions for you are they're so positive and so loving and nurturing, and like but this down here, this underlying, this like the way that they're responding to you looks tough. My goodness, it looks tough. Now your side makes a little bit more sense to me. It's like the way that you're feeling. Can we just get back to peace? Because you probably are aware that they feel this way about you, but they're coming across like rough. Yeah, so really you're being advised to change your approach in some way, but let's go ahead and we're going to draw messages here. First from the Crazy Sexy Love Notes, and then we're going to draw, I'm sorry, just a second. Okay, we're going to get a card here. Can I please get a message for Leo? Why do I keep saying that? For Sagittarius. Can I please get a message for Sagittarius here in regards to this connection? Make waves! Oh. It's your turn to make a splash and rock a few creaky boats. Don't be afraid to get wet. You may fail, you may look foolish, or you may make people think in a new way. Every great trailblazer and change maker made waves. You're no different. I mean, this is kind of saying, like with that Six of Swords energy, you're trying to move to calm and peaceful waters, and this is like, we need to stay in these emotional waters. We need to stay in this like rocky boat for the moment. I mean, that's what it feels like it's saying to me. It's your turn to make splash. Don't be afraid of those emotions getting messy, because sometimes emotions just have to get messy. We're going to draw advice from the tarot now. Can we please get 3 suggested actions or advice for Sagittarius. Haha, I did it right that time. Wow, this video is so long, probably because I had to apologize a million times. Boys, please be patient. I'm so sorry if you've gotten this far into the video. I'm so sorry. Suggested actions or advice, please. Strength, which is Leo energy. Might be dealing with the Leo here. But this is, it's a call for courage, you know, like have the courage necessary to do what it is that you want to do. And also to like be true to yourself. In the Strength card, we're being told to nurture what we believe in, you know, what we believe is right. Because in the Strength card, sometimes we have to tame ourselves, you know. Sometimes that lion is within us and we have to tame that lion. It's so funny because you're being told not to, you're being told to make a splash here, make waves, don't be afraid of those emotions. And then the Strength card comes out and that talks about taming ourselves and being courageous. That's interesting. Maybe what it's saying is to tame the heat, you know, tame the anger if that's what's coming across. I feel there isn't a lot of red in this reading, but I feel like there's a lot of heat behind it, you know, and like angry heat, not like passionate heat. And maybe what it's saying is there's something here that you do need to tame, but it's not the messy emotions, you know. Maybe it's some aspect. Anger is an emotion, so I mean that's part of it. But can we please get maybe more advice will help? Can we get 2 more cards, advice or suggested actions? The Princess of Swords is indicating that there's a question you need to ask. There's something here that you don't understand. With the page, it's the Page of Swords. That's what she is. And with the Page of Swords, we're watching and trying to find the answer to something, but we're not just coming right out and asking. And it's like you're being told to come out and ask the question. The Page of Swords is very curious, but like I said, not sharing it, not vocalizing it. And you're being told to like speak up. Because that sword represents communication and honesty as well. And you need to come forward and ask the questions. You need to speak your truth, you know. And the last card we get here is the Four of Pentacles. And as advice, the Four of Pentacles is saying you're holding on too tightly to something. There's something here you're not budging on, and you need to loosen that grip. You need to loosen up and allow for wiggle room, because there's some other, you're holding on too tightly to it. And by doing that, you're creating a bubble around yourself, a shield that this person can't get through. And you're not allowing them through, and you're not allowing yourself through. Because when you're in a bubble, when you're in that shield and you're protected, yeah, you keep everything out, but you also keep yourself locked in. And so the Four of Pentacles is advising you to let it go, you know. That seems like it could be a heavy request to make. Okay, let it go. That's hard to do, but like loosen the grip. Okay, you don't have to hold it so tightly. Like allow for some, you know, pop some breathing holes in that bubble surrounding you. Like poke some holes in it so the air can flow through. You know, you're still protected. You're still, whatever this pentacle is to you that you're holding on to, it's still protected. It's still there and you're still holding it, but like let some air through. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. I don't know how many times I called you Leo in this reading. I'm so sorry, but that is pretty much all that I have for you here. I hope that this resonated. I hope that it makes sense to you. I hope that you can see clearly what this situation is. And I'd love to hear about it if it did. Please share that with me. I really would love to hear about it. But Also, thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. That's super long, and so I'm super grateful that you've watched to this extent. So thank you so much. And if it did resonate, you could like the video. That lets me know that it resonated. Or you could post a comment. Or my email address is in the description box below. You can shoot me an email if you like. But good luck to you. Remember to be positive and have hope. Think positive things and say positive things, because we draw in what we think and what we say and what we believe. If you're thinking it's going to be bad, then it's going to be bad. You call that in. So be positive, and good luck to you in this and all things that you're working on. And I hope I see you back here again, Sagittarius. Bye.